Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing really good, and I am doing really good because I have a new game, and I have been waiting for this game for 50 bajillion years, so a long time. This is Rune Factory 5. It's not super, insanely popular, but I have been playing the Rune Factory series since it came out, which the first 3 games were on the Nintendo DS. So I think I would have been in middle school, and I've played every one since. So this is the latest game. This came out on Tuesday, March 22nd. And I wasn't originally planning to buy it this soon. I have some games in my backlog that I was hoping to get through before I bought anything else, but I wanted to just see if they had it in stock at a game store, and I went in, and one thing led to another, and now here we are. So I can't be held responsible for my actions when I go into game stores, is I think what I need to learn. Anyway, this is, I guess I'd call it I don't want to call it a farming RPG because it's really not. For anyone who's played Harvest Moon, it's along that vein. It's a Harvest Moon-esque, the original Harvest Moon, not the horrible new games that are made by another company. So there is a farming element to it, but unlike Harvest Moon, this game also includes combat. There are monsters, and there's magic, but it also has all of the elements of Harvest Moon, like farming and the shops you can go to and upgrade your farm, and you can get married and have kids and that kind of thing. But it's kind of like Harvest Moon, but more exciting. And I would say there's more of an overarching plot to it. So, a brief description. For every single game, your character starts out, they have amnesia, and they find themselves in this town that they're not from, and they don't know anything about themselves. So the townspeople decide to take them in and hopefully wait for your character to recover the memories. And in the meantime, you start a farm and get to know the townspeople and whatnot. So, unlike past games, you do have amnesia, but you end up at this place called Seed. S-E-E-D-D. Seed. And Seed is, I wouldn't really call them like a police force. It's kind of like a patrol. And basically their job is just to look out for the townspeople and help if anyone needs it. So, you come to this town and they offer you room and board, and in exchange you volunteer for Seed and you help out. Whether that's taking requests from the villagers or fending off monsters from the town. I have been playing this non-stop since I got it on Tuesday. I am so obsessed with this game. And I'm still deciding who I want to romance in this game. This game is the first in the series that allows same-sex marriage, which is really cool. I don't think that is released in the Japanese version yet. I don't know if a patch is coming or not, but in the Western version, you do have the option of same-sex marriage. So yeah, I will go over this. There's a little handbook inside, and it's just called Official Seed Ranger Handbook. So I guess the Rangers would be the best descriptor for them. So it goes over your life as a ranger. So basically your duties are like farming and patrolling. And then when we get to the next section, it goes through the businesses and residences in the town. So the first is the Rigbarth Outpost. So the town is called Rigbarth, and the outpost is the seed building. So this is your boss, Livia, and this is a fellow ranger named Scarlet. So she is romanceable. And then the next building is True Strike Smithy, which is the blacksmith in town. And it's run by Derek, and his apprentice is Martin, he is also romanceable. The next is Terry's Detective Agency, which is, of course, run by Terry. And this is Cecil, his self-appointed apprentice. And then the next is the Serendipity General Store, which is run by Misasagi and her daughter, Hina. And then we have the Sweet Hearth, which is a bakery. And that is run by Yuki and her husband Randolph. And then there's Lack Daisy, which is a restaurant. And that is run by, Elsie and her sister, Priscilla. Priscilla is romanceable. And then Fuka, who just works there, and Fuka is also romanceable. then there is the Blue Moon Inn, and that is run by Murakumo. And then there is Studio Palmo, which is a carpenter, and that is run by Palmo. And if you're familiar with the games at all, there is always a character that looks like Palmo or some iteration of him, and they're all from the same family. So anyway, Palmo. And then, oh sorry, I should have mentioned Murakumo is also romanceable. That's why the little heart's there. And then Riker works at the carpenter as well, and he is romanceable too. And then there's the Crystal Opera, which is a store that specializes in magic and gems and crystals. So that is run by Heinz and his employee Lucas, who's romanceable. And then there's Rigbarth Clinic, which is run by Simone, and her daughter Lucy helps out, and Lucy's romanceable. And then Lucy's younger brother is, what's his name? Julian. And then there's Flower Struck, which is of course a flower shop, and that is run by Ludmila. And then the last place is actually just a residence, but it is Belfa Ruins. So it's literally a ruins, and these two people have moved in to like the ruins. I don't know why they thought that was a great house option, but to each their own. So that is Beatrice and Reinhard, and both of them are romanceable as well. So is Ludmilla. But anyway, the characters that are romanceable range in ages. Most of them are older. Lucas, actually, I think is the oldest. I would hazard to say he's probably supposed to be like in his 30s. But for the most part, the other characters are like 20s kind of age. So these are some of the monsters. Just like a couple of them. There's a bunch of monsters. This is a woolly. It's like a little sheep. It's very cute and very innocent. This is a cluckadoodle, which is a chicken, obviously. This is a buffamoo. And then Ribbity is a frog with a lily pad. And they literally throw lily pads at you, which apparently in the game is quite painful. And then there is an emperor penguin. There is a growler. There is Big Muck, which is a mushroom, and they shoot like poisonous gas at you. There's the magician. I guess that's all that's in here for the monsters, but there is a ton of monsters. But yeah, I know this is really chaotic. As my videos are, most of them are, honestly. I'm just really, really, really freaking excited for this game. And I know it's not really relaxing, but I just wanted to talk about it because I am so excited. excited for it. And I really do recommend it for anyone who's into like a farming, roleplay, slice of life kind of vibe. I think that's all that I can think of that I wanted to say about the game. Super, super fun so far. I'm not really far into it. I'm still kind of in like the beginning stages where I'm trying to get furniture and